So in this video I'm going to show you how to use the Jacobian feature of Veda 2.0. So let's try this with the EU times model. So you go to the run manager and I would select a case and make a copy of it, just for the purpose of Jacobian analysis, because typically I would like to run it for a shorter horizon. So I can pick let's say 2025. Now you select the solver as convert D and the solver options as convert D, and you save this case. Now it's important not to get confused with the settings here, because these are default settings which would apply to a new case that you create. So the convert D, solver and options have to be selected in the case itself. So then you go here and you solve this case. So it will write the DD files and launch a GAMS job. Now since the solver is convert D, it will actually not solve the problem but create the Jacobian and the dictionary, which will be imported by Veda. So once that import process finishes, then you have to go to the tools menu and launch this feature, which will show you the all the matrix coefficients where the ratio between the maximum and the minimum coefficient on any equation is more than 10,000. 10,000 is an arbitrary cutoff that is selected by Veda, and if someone feels very strongly that this number should be different, then we can decide what to do, but right now that's the way it works. So that process has finished, and by the way, this input redirection is not supported error has been fixed, and the version 172 will be the first one without it. But after the convert D job has finished, Veda is now importing the Jacobian.gdx and the data.gdx file as well. And once this import finishes, we'll be able to go to this feature that we'll see shortly. While we are waiting for this, I can also show you that the GDX references here, they show you which files are referenced. So for example, in these three runs, the periods up to 2020 have been frozen to this run. So that information is available here. So GDX use solution, that one, and fix years up to 2020. So this column gives you that information. Okay, so now the import is finished and we can now launch this, which will load those coefficients that are the minimum and maximum on any equation with the ratio more than 10,000. So actually, for rough cuts, you could also take an even shorter horizon or just a region or two, because some of these things are quite widespread, unless you suspect very specific regions. So let's see what this is telling us. So the ratio, the maximum ratio that exists is, that's not too bad, 1.38 to the power 6, and the minimum value coefficient is for var act of this technology, and the maximum coefficient is of course the dummy import, and the equation is this. So that's how the Jacobian feature works. Thank you.